Greetings world. We are anonymous.
In February, OpPaperStorm was reinitiated by anti-info under Op Domestic Terrorism. Many participated, and it received widespread attention. After conducting an online poll, anti-info has determined Operation PaperStorm will remain active. This decision is entirely appropriate, considering neo-Nazis have not relented in their circulation of propaganda. It has also stirred the ire of those within the alt-right who have since expressed their need for a safe place. All the more reason to continue the operation. In our second update on Operation PaperStorm, we brought attention to the Atomwaffen Division, a notorious white supremacist group linked to multiple murders across the United States. Atomwaffen is also responsible for spreading propaganda on college campuses by the masses. We are pleased to inform viewers that reports are circulating the Atomwaffen Division and various other alt-right groups are imploding. Being of unnaturally violent ideology, members are fighting amongst each other and defecting. Information is being leaked. At the end of February, ProPublica released the identity of 5 key members of Atomwaffen. The members were identified through internal Atomwaffen chat records, law enforcement investigators, and a former group member. Included among chat records obtained by ProPublica are entries by John Cameron Denton, who goes by the nickname Rape. Denton is the so-called leader of the Atomwaffen Division, and was originally identified by the Anti-Defamation League. After being identified, Denton wrote in a chat message,
"They think they can stop rape. They think they can stop rape."
Rose City Antifa later released a detailed report on Wade Mendisabal, an Atomwaffen member located in Seattle, Washington. Mendisabal was key in creating and dispersing propaganda, and is featured often in Atomwaffen videos, usually carrying an assault rifle. Earlier this month, Eugene Antifa exposed Matthew James Carroll and his wife, Rosalie Lorraine Carroll, popularly known as Mr. and Mrs. Macy within neo-Nazi circles. The Carrolls were responsible for posting numerous Atomwaffen propaganda and recruitment flyers in the Seattle area, including the University of Washington campus. Matthew Carroll is part of a neo-Nazi network that spans the world and had been in contact with both Nicholas Giampa and Samuel Woodward. As reported in our previous update, Giampa and Woodward were members of the Atomwaffen Division. Giampa killed his girlfriend's parents after they tried to keep their daughter away from him, and Woodward killed an old classmate who was gay and Jewish. Carroll is known to target the young online in an effort to endorse the Nazi ideology and convert them. After gaining access to a leaked Discord server called the Cascadian Coffee Company, Eugene Antifa also uncovered a web of Atomwaffen members throughout the Pacific Northwest, all of whom were in contact with Matthew Carroll. In private Twitter conversations accessed by Antifa, Carroll and other members discussed personal relationships with each other, critiqued other white supremacist groups, organized collaborations, and revealed identifying information. Matthew's wife, Rosalie Carroll, designs the propaganda for her husband to disperse. Eugene Antifa's report states, Rosalie is a dropout from Thomas Jefferson High School and is an unemployed, stay-at-home wife. She spends most of her days sleeping in late, doing housework, watching television, playing with the cat Heinrich, wishing she were pregnant so she could contribute to the white race, and posting racist and bigoted messages on Twitter. Rosie Carroll has busied herself making neo-Nazi propaganda and supporting her husband's activities with Atomwaffen Division. Both Matthew and Rosie cloak their Nazi ideology with a strict, outwardly Christian presentation. At the same time they are flaunting their love for God and animals. Rosie and Matthew call for the death of gays and abortion doctors, Jews and people of color. Some state that while the Atomwaffen Division is dangerous, most members are wannabes who spend the majority of their time reading fascist literature. Others, however, say the white supremacist group should be taken seriously due to their extremism. In fact, according to the chat conversations obtained by ProPublica, Atomwaffen members discuss using explosives to destroy water systems and power grids. And we know in the case of Brandon Russell that nuclear power plants are considered targets as well. Anonymous will always oppose those who threaten harm upon others, and white supremacy is an ideology that revolves around fear and hatred. This fear and hatred inevitably incites violence, and it is most often the innocent who are targeted as a result. We are seeing this firsthand through the actions of the Atomwaffen Division. And so, Anonymous has gone to war. Multiple white supremacist websites are now under constant attack. The Daily Stormer alone has been taken down multiple times, as with the major KKK websites. Individuals notorious within white supremacist movements are being doxxed, and boots-on-ground opposition is being organized. You too can take part in non-violent resistance by joining us in Operation Paperstorm. See our report transcript for links to flyers. As college and university campuses are common targets for white supremacist propaganda, we suggest focusing on those areas as well. Follow @AnonyInfo on Twitter for updates, as well as the hashtags #domesticterrorism and #OpPaperStorm. To read this report in full, and for links to sources, please visit www.anonhq.com. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.